Hello, I'm Isaac Heath Martinez, and welcome to Isaac's Haunted Beard. Okay, today I'm going to talk to you about movies that I watched in the summer of 2019. Now, I got me my handy-dandy notebook, which I took some notes. I looked over my calendar, and I'd like to touch upon some highlights of June, July, and August. Technically, according to the calendar, summer starts on June 21st and ends on September 22nd, but for the sake of this conversation, we're going to treat summer as though it started on June 1st and ended on August 31st. So here we go. Here's some notes about some highlights. I saw 3 movies in the theater this summer. All the rest I saw at home. All those movies were done in July. Those films were Spider-Man, Far From Home, Midsummer, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Okay, of the movies that I watched this summer, 5 of them I watched on anniversary dates, meaning days that were the same days that those films had been released in theaters. I do that because I'm a nerd. On June 16th, I celebrated the 30th anniversary of Ghostbusters 2. On July 28th, I celebrated the 30th anniversary of Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. On August 6th, I celebrated the 20th anniversary of Mystery Men. On August 13th, I celebrated the 20th anniversary of Detroit Rock City. On August 16th, I celebrated the 30th anniversary of Uncle Buck. And on August 28th, I celebrated the 10th anniversary of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Okay, another thing that I did this summer, this was something I used to do more before, but not so much now. But I did actually do it again, so that's why I want to talk about it. Is I have a blog, and it's called Isaac's Haunted Beard. You can find it at isaacshauntedbeard.blogspot.com, and I used to update it a lot before, but now not so much. I didn't plan to write this summer, but there were 4 different times, and coincidentally they all happened in the month of August, and also like a week apart for 4 weeks in a row. I watched a movie, and when it was done, I had thoughts that I wanted to share with people, but I didn't want to make a video for YouTube, and I had too much thought just to, keep it to just like one tweet. So I wrote blog pieces. Those films were, and they were movies that I all watched in August: Little Giants, Mystery Men, John Carpenter's Vampires, and the Lilo and Stitch franchise, which there's 4 Lilo and Stitch movies, by the way. Little Giants was a first time viewing for me. I'd like to give a shout out to 50 Fox, a friend of mine that I met through Twitter, who encouraged me to watch this movie. What's interesting about certain movies is Little Giants is a movie that I know, and I know this through Twitter especially, that a lot of people have seen a whole bunch of times. So the fact that I've never seen it seems really unusual to people. But I think it's interesting to find out which movies people have grown up with and have watched a whole lot of times that other people maybe have never seen at all, or maybe just one time. So, because there's movies that I know mean a lot to me that I've seen many, many times that to other people, they've never maybe ever even heard of it. So thank you, Fivel. Shout out to 50 Fox, who's also sometimes known as Karelma Fox, who's also sometimes known as Kylie Fox. Shout out to you. Shout out to Fox Mulder, who solves the X-Files. Good job, buddy. Okay, and I knew there was a lot of movies that I watched this summer. For the record, in June I watched 55 movies, in July I watched 40 movies, and in August I watched 45 movies. So I didn't want to make some like epic long video talking about all these movies. In fact, earlier in the summer, in June, I made a video once a week for the entire summer, for the entire month of June, 4 weeks in a row, where I did talk about every movie that I watched that week. And check them out if you are curious or bored, or for whatever reason you'd want to check that out. But to do an entire summer's worth of movies in one video seems kind of nuts. So what I chose to do is choose 3 dates in each month that I consider my 3 favorite dates of movie watching. Some of them were double features, some of them were single features. When I planned them, I didn't go, this is going to be the best date of the month. It just happens that way. You look back at it and you go, yeah, that one was particularly special for whatever reason. So here we go. My 3 favorite dates in June were June 8th, where I did an animated double feature of Fire and Ice and Secret of NIMH. On June 16th, I did a double feature of Big Top Pee-wee and Ghostbusters 2. And on June 21st, I did a double feature of Thank God It's Friday and The Cotton Club. July 4th, I did a double feature of Caddyshack and Jaws. I'd like to touch upon that for a second. I do a lot of double features, and a lot of the times when I program double features, there's some sort of symmetry, and other times, like this particular time, Caddyshack and Jaws, there's just no way to explain it other than it just feels right. And if you watch it and you have a good time, that's a success. And it was a success. Although in Caddyshack there is a Jaws reference, there's a joke. So that wasn't intentional, that's just a coincidence. Alright, July 23rd, actually, the next 2 choices for July are both single features. July 23rd, Observe and Report. This is a movie about a security guard in a mall, played by Seth Rogen. I heard about it years ago and kind of dismissed it, but gave it a chance and was surprised by how much I loved it. It was darker than I thought it was going to be. It's also much smarter, more artistic comedy than I expected it to be. So when it was done, I did some research to find out like who made this little masterpiece of a comedy, and it turns out the guy who did The Fistfoot Way, if you've ever seen that cult classic with Danny McBride, he did Observe and Report. He also did a movie for Netflix called The Legacy of a White-tailed Deer Hunter. That's also something that I watched this summer, and that was really good as well. Just those 3 films, but 3 really good films. And my 3rd favorite movie day of July was July 25th, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I love Quentin Tarantino. I'm very grateful that I get to be alive during his era. One day he'll stop making movies, and, granted we'll always have them to watch on Blu-ray or streaming or whatever, but just having been alive during the years where they were coming out in theaters and I got to go to them, it's very special, and I'm just really happy to be a part of that. And finally, in August, my 3 favorite days in August were August 9th as a double feature of Benny and June and Roxanne, which are just like 2 cool, unique romantic comedies. August 26th, did a double feature of Over the Top and Roadhouse, just a really cool 80s action double feature. And on August 29th, I actually did a triple feature, and it was kind of like a family film triple feature kind of a thing, but like 3 unique family films, not like just, ordinary stuff. Pee-wee's Big Holiday, Christopher Robin, and The Dark Crystal. Pee-wee's Big Holiday I'd seen before. It was nice to revisit. I haven't seen it since it first came out in 2016. It's funny because earlier I chose Big Top Pee-wee and Ghostbusters 2 as one of my other favorite days of the month. Pee-wee Herman's just been on my mind a lot lately. I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube of Pee-wee Herman on the David Letterman show. He appeared a lot on that show up until the point where he did the movie Pee-wee's Big Adventure, which he did go on and advertise on the show, promote on the show, but after that he didn't come on the show anymore, as far as I know. But those are fun to check out. They're available on YouTube. In fact, there's one guy who compiled all of them. It's about 2 hours long, but if you're a fan, it's worth it. Christopher Robin, wow. I did not expect to love it, but I loved it. Because I like Winnie the Pooh, but I'm not like a huge fan. And the animation of all the... it's a live action film. but they're interacting with dolls, animals that look like dolls, and they're animated, so they're really just really well done. And Winnie the Pooh is such a gentle soul. He says things in this movie that just like trip me out. They're like nuggets of Zen wisdom. Check it out on Netflix while you still can. I know some of you can't wait for Disney Plus, but if you're not going to get that, or if you're not going to get that till later, a lot of the Disney movies that are on Netflix are eventually going to go to Disney Plus. So watch it while you can. This is a great film. Check it out, please. And The Dark Crystal, which I rewatched. I'd seen it before. I rewatched it because I wanted to prepare for the Netflix series, which I'm currently watching right now. I forgot how scary The Dark Crystal is. You know, it's a kid's movie, but it's really creepy. And I love Skexel, the Chamberlain. He's my favorite character. Please. He's creepy as hell. Hey, thanks for spending time with me. Please subscribe to me here on YouTube if you haven't already. If you want to keep up with my daily shenanigans, follow me on Twitter at IsaacsHauntedBee. And until next time, take care of yourself. I look forward to hanging out and talking movies again. Thanks, my friends. Bye.